Hi, narcissism. And what is the narcissistic personality disorder? And how does a narcissistic personality order come to be? What creates it? Each and every one of us has an embedded psychological need, a need to create, a need to become, a need to live a life based on a purpose and to have meaning. And when we fulfill this psychological need and we understand it, then we live a life of satisfaction and completion. If we fail to attend to these needs and fail to understand them, then we suffer and we end up feeling a void within us, an empty, dark void. We feel inferior, we feel insecure, we feel empty, we feel worthless, and it's just really unpleasant. However, like everything in life, there's cause and effect. When we don't understand our psychological makeup and we don't attend to the needs of our being, we end up messing up. But like everything in life, for every problem, there's a solution. And for individuals who go through these states or who face these difficulties, normal individuals will seek professional help. They will consult with a trusted friend. They will read a book and figure out how they can alleviate or stop the suffering, or maybe take a pill. Narcissists, however, are different. Unlike the normal person who goes and seeks help and tries to understand why they have that void lurking within them, they deny it and they pretend it doesn't exist. And they will do whatever it takes. They would rather die than admit to the fact that they feel weak and they feel insecure and they feel worthless. They would rather die. So that's the reason they don't go and seek professional help. That is the reason they don't ask a trusted friend and they don't talk about it, because they don't want anyone to know the truth of what really lives within them. And that is insecurity, weakness, and worthlessness. And so what do they do? They wear a fictitious mask. They put on a mask that is made up of boastfulness, vanity, an egotistical charm, a self-importance, a false sense of self-importance that they show or that they pretend to be. And they go around fooling individuals, making everyone believe that they are very important, that they are very wonderful, and they fool a lot of people. They wear their sunglasses, they put their cigarette on, and they just act like they know everything. And they make this show. And a lot of people fall for this show, and they believe that these individuals are wonderful. They bring a paper and a pen, and they write down everything this person is saying. But this person is just acting. They're pretending to be very important. They're pretending to be, to have this sense of self-confidence that's really just fake. However, as much as they fool individuals and make people believe that they are very important, they know to themselves that they are just putting a show, and they know that they are still feeling that void. They are still feeling terrible. No matter how much they pretend and how many cigarettes they smoke, they still feel very worthless. And that void is making them suffer. And what do they do to not only fool others and to believe it themselves that they are very important? They do certain acts. They make certain things up, and they do certain things that make them believe that those fictitious things that make up their fake mask are real, and that they should be feeling very important. And unlike normal individuals who go and feel important by doing healthy things like reading a book and learning something new, making a delicious meal, or going for a jog, or doing something that makes us feel happy and fulfilled, these individuals, they don't do healthy things to make them feel important. They look for other ways because they don't want to be uncomfortable, and they don't want to learn anything new. They just want to be very comfortable in their seat, but at the same time, they still want to feel a sense of importance. So what do? These individuals? these individuals look for people within their circle. They look for maybe their friend, their spouse, their father or their mother or their daughter, anyone who's in their circle, and they use these individuals as their targets. So they don't look at these individuals through the eyes of, let's be together so we can make a meaningful relationship. They look at these individuals so that they could have these people their source of supply, their source of, I'm going to feed off of you so that I can feel very important. And how do they feed off of these individuals? They feed off of them by destroying them. So the more they destroy this individual, the more power they gain over this individual. And that means that they can control this person. And so when they see that they have gained control over this individual, and now this person is being affected by how they are, and the feeling and what they think and how they dress and what they do, it all goes back to the narcissist. Then the narcissist gains a sense of self-importance. They feel like, they've gained power. Now someone is needing them and someone is being affected by what they say, so they gain authority. And once they see that they have this power over the individual whom they have destroyed, they can say that that fictitious mask that they're wearing is real, and that self-importance that they show the world is now valid, and that they can say that it's real because now they can see how these individuals are in need of them, how these individuals are broken, and they feel like they can't do anything without their opinion, and they can't be, or they can't say something without first consulting with the narcissist. And so the more the narcissist gains people and controls people, then the more they feel important, and their narcissism rises, and now they feed that narcissistic monster within them. And so it's very important for whoever feels that they are maybe exposed or they're dealing with a narcissist to leave and to run away. Because if you stay with a narcissist, the narcissist is only using you to feed their false sense of, importance and their boastfulness. They're just using you as a source of supply. And what happens is, if you stay, you will be destroyed, because the more they destroy you, the more control they have over you. And so you lose sense of reality, you lose sense of who you are, you lose touch of everything, and you're just now almost like a robot. You depend on this narcissist to make you feel good, and it just becomes really difficult. And the longer you stay with this narcissist, the harder it gets for you to break free, because now you're neurologically and emotionally and in all ways bonded with this narcissist. And so it becomes so hard for you to pull out. So it's really important for us to understand from the experts what narcissists truly do, and the signs that the experts say that narcissists live by. So one of the signs is that a narcissist will tell you false things, like they'll give you false promises. They'll pretend to do certain things, but their actions don't show it. So they say something, but their actions are something else. Another thing is, they show you something. They show you a personality. They show you a person, and yet in the real public, there's something else. So these are just some of the signs that show that maybe you are dealing or you're living with a narcissist. And it's very important for you to pull out before they destroy you completely. And if you stay with a narcissist, you will either be destroyed or you will have to fight the narcissist. And in order for you to fight a narcissist, you will have to also become a narcissist as well, because you will have to learn the game they play. You'll have to learn their tactics. You'll have to learn what they do. And so then you are also going to, transform into a narcissist. So it's better not to try to fight them, because you will become them, right? And like Nietzsche says, he who fights monsters might take care lest he thereby become a monster. And if you gaze for long into an abyss, the abyss gazes also into you. So if you're going to try to fight the narcissist, you're going to become like them because you're going to do exactly what they do. And if you don't fight the narcissist and stay, you will be destroyed, and they will gain full authority and control over you, and you'll lose sense of who you are. And so it's very important for us to understand that there are people who don't have good intentions. There are people who they might use charming words, and they might pretend to look fine, and they look like they want to have a meaningful relationship with us, but they really come with a really dark goal, like a secret that they're trying to do. And it's important for us to understand and look at the signs and see if these signs are present in the individual. Is this person giving me false promises? Is this person giving me a headache? You know, if you feel like there's something not right, chances are then you are dealing with a narcissist, and you need to save yourself from the narcissist. Because again, the narcissist is only with you so that you can help them fulfill and validate or assure that fictitious mask that they're wearing. And so not only are you destroying yourself, but you're also helping them become a narcissist. Because only by feeding off from you, that narcissism within them can grow. If they don't have anyone to feed off of, if they don't have any targets to attack and to destroy in order to feel important, then they will have to deal with that void they're feeling. They will have to face that suffering, that weakness that they truly feel. And then they will look for healthier ways to deal with that weakness, to deal with that inferiority that they're dying from. Then if there's no one to feed off of, and they're just left with that darkness, that void, then perhaps they will smarten up and understand that the only way to combat that void is by doing small acts of things that will help them feel good about themselves and not feel so worthless and so, insecure. Maybe they'll learn to go for a jog, or maybe they will pray, or maybe they will buy a gift for their nephew, or do something that will help them feel good. And then that way, you're helping them not create a monster out of themselves, and also you're helping yourself not be destroyed by them. So it's a win-win situation, right? And so it's very important that we pay attention to how people are. We pay attention to if we are being exposed to toxicity or not, and to take care of ourselves. Because in the end of the day, all you have is yourself. And so you need to take care of yourself. Thank you so much for listening, and have a wonderful day.